Hello everyone, welcome back to the Taqdeer Award 2024 Awareness Session. This is Sue Kanakri, the co-author of the Taqdeer Award Framework. Let's start the final section, Taqdeer Award Assessment and Reporting. In this section, I will share the Taqdeer Award assessment process and explain how company submission documents will be scored. My aim is to act as your internal advisor, helping you better understand award assessment and reporting methods. I will also provide suggestions and tips on how to avoid common problems and mistakes made by previous award participants during their assessment. This presentation will be valuable for participating companies to ensure that their submissions and supporting evidence meet the award scoring criteria, aiming to achieve the best scores based on their business practices. To simplify the process for participating companies, we have developed this Taqdeer Award Assessment Roadmap, outlining the key 10 steps in the assessment process. 1. Award application and submission document. The assessment process starts with the participants submitting their award application and submission document. 2. Formation of assessment teams. After receiving completed award submissions, the award management will form assessment teams consisting of a team leader and assessors, assigning them to award applicants accordingly. 3. Assignment and study of submission documents. The award office assigns applicants' submission documents to assessors' teams to start the desktop assessment process. The independent assessment team studies and assesses the assigned award submission with supporting documents, requesting additional documents if required. 4. Individual desktop assessment. Each assessor completes the online individual assessment score sheet independently for the assigned company, identifying key strengths and areas for improvement before deciding on the initial performance level for each criteria element. 5. Team coordination and discussion. The assessment team leader coordinates with team members to meet and discuss their individual findings, agreeing on strengths, areas for improvement, site visit issues, and the site visit plan. 6. Site visit and subsequent team consensus meeting. The award office coordinates with the assessment team and applicant organizations to confirm the site visit date and schedule. The assessment team conducts a site visit using face-to-face methods to meet with the management team and criteria owners, discussing pre-identified site visit issues. Assessors have the right to request and review any supporting document during site visits, whether attached or unattached to the main submission. After the site visit, assessment team members meet during the same week for a detailed consensus meeting to agree on final assessment findings and consensus scores. 7. Consolidation and submission. After the assessment team members agree and approve the final score and assessment report based on team consensus, the team leader, on behalf of the assessment team, consolidates and submits the team consensus score and the final assessment feedback report online to the award office. 8. Review by award technical advisor. After assessment teams submit their final scores and assessment reports, the award technical advisor reviews the reports and scores achieved, verifying results with the assessment team leaders when required. Feedback will be provided to assessment teams if major issues or discrepancies appear. 9. Judging committee review. The Taqdeer Award Judging Committee, comprising leaders and CEOs from various Dubai and UAE government departments, reviews and approves the assessment scores, stars achieved, and the final list of winners. 10. Communication of results. Finally, the award management communicates the final award results to His Highness's office and announces the award winners during the Taqdeer Award ceremony. In addition to the new award framework and criteria, the Taqdeer 2024 award cycle introduces a new and unique assessment scoring system. When developing their award submissions, companies should consider how assessors evaluate and score their performance levels against Taqdeer Award Criteria 1 and 2 elements. Crisis level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with no documented evidence or practices implemented. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects 0 or 5%, and the allocated scores are automatically calculated by the online assessment system. Survival level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with limited documented evidence or practices that are rarely implemented. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects a score level between 10% and 25% at 5% intervals. Accepted level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with some documented evidence and scattered practices implemented occasionally. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects a score level between 30% and 45% at 5% intervals. Expected level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with documented evidence and common practices are systematically implemented most of the time. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects a score level between 50% and 70% at 5% intervals. Exceptional level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with documented evidence and operational practices are systematically and continuously implemented. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects a score level between 75% and 90% at 5% intervals. Aspirational level performance is typically assigned when assessors find criteria elements with documented evidence and industry best practices are systematically and continuously implemented. In such cases, the assessment team usually selects a score level as 95% or 100%. Assessing and scoring performance levels for Criterion 3.1. How will assessors score Criteria 3.1 Organization Workforce Engagement and Happiness Results? The corporate practices and results obtained from perception surveys designed to measure employee satisfaction, motivation, and overall well-being will be assessed using one of the following 6 performance levels: crisis, survival, accepted, expected, exceptional, or aspirational, with the relevant percentage score ranging from 0% to 100% in each of the following 5 key measurement focus areas. 1. Scope and relevance. This is related to measuring workforce engagement and happiness perception, encompassing survey design, perception dimensions, questionnaire, sample size, languages, frequency, etc. For instance, if a participating company conducts professional annual workforce satisfaction or happiness surveys covering the 10 major perception dimensions relevant to the Taqdeer Award criteria, using a carefully designed survey questionnaire to avoid biased questions, in unambiguous languages understood by the workforce, and with an appropriate sample size that represents the views and feedback of the entire workforce, it will achieve a higher performance level and receive higher scores, if supported by evidence. 2. Reliability measures the survey data collection method, the timely analysis of data and results, and the reliability and accuracy of the data and findings. Based on the company's submission and evidence, its workforce engagement and happiness results will be assessed and scored based on the following criteria. How does the company ensure the survey results are timely, reliable, and accurate? How does the company collect survey feedback from the employees? Is it via email, an online survey system, paper and pen questionnaires, or supervisor-led focus groups? How does the company ensure confidentiality during survey data collection and make sure employees feel free to express their true opinion? How does the company ensure survey data are analyzed properly? Who carries out the data analysis? Who has access to the data and reports? 3. Segmentation. Based on the company's submission and evidence, assessors will check if the workforce engagement and happiness results are appropriately segmented to provide meaningful insights. This segmentation typically involves demographics, locations, functions, job categories, perception dimensions, etc., as relevant to the organization, enabling the management to take informed improvement actions. For example, based on the survey findings, are the laborers, semi-skilled workers, and frontline employees as satisfied as skilled operators, technicians, and associate professionals? Additionally, which perception dimensions are scored highest by female survey respondents, and which perception dimensions rated by long-serving employees require the most improvement actions? Please refer to the Taqdeer Award 2024 Awareness Session 2 Criterion 3.2 Sample Segmentation Chart for details. 4. Trends. Participating companies shall show positive trends or sustained good performance over the past 3 years. Therefore, companies shall submit their results for each of the last 3 years. 5. Targets relevant. Pre-selected targets are set and consistently achieved in line with the workforce strategy and corporate goals. Based on the company's submission and evidence, its workforce engagement and happiness results will be assessed and scored based on the following criteria. Are pre-selected perception or satisfaction targets set before the survey? Are these targets consistently achieved in alignment with the company's workforce strategy and corporate KPIs? Has there been any improvement in setting the current workforce perception target compared to the previous one? For instance, if the last satisfaction result achieved was 85%, the company may set a new stretching target of 88% for the current year. Who decides on the targets, and how does the management set them? Assessing performance levels. How will assessors score criteria 3.2 the corporate performance results? The corporate results achieved from the various KPIs across the organization selected for each of the Taqdeer 10 key performance measure categories will be assessed using one of the following 6 performance levels: crisis, survival, accepted, expected, exceptional, or aspirational, with the relevant percentage score ranging from 0% to 100% in each of the following 5 key measurement focus areas. 1. Scope and relevance. A set of key measures is identified that demonstrates the achievement of workforce performance and impact. To achieve better scores in the Taqdeer Award, companies should select the most important input, process, output, or outcome key measures under each of the following 10 categories. Workforce strategy and policies. Corporate facilities and resources. Occupational health, safety, and security. Recruitment and compensation. Training and career development. Communication and transparency. Workforce relations, engagement, diversity, and tolerance. Creativity and innovation, and work-life harmony and well-being. Some common key measures used by most companies may include workforce turnover rate, training hours per employee per year, percentage of workforce completing required occupational health and safety training, employees' CSR participation rate, recruitment duration, percentage of creative ideas implemented, etc. 2. Reliability. Based on the company's corporate performance results and supporting evidence, assessors will focus on assessing the reliability and accuracy of data collection, measurement, analysis, and results. 3. Segmentation. Corporate performance results should be appropriately segmented to offer meaningful insights. As discussed earlier, segmentation may include departments, locations, job categories, employment duration, age groups, etc., relevant to the organization, enabling informed improvement actions by the management. For example, a company that presents segmented performance results, such as turnover rates for various job categories or lengths of service, will receive a higher score than those only presenting the overall turnover rate. 4. Trends. Assessors will look for positive trends and sustained good performance achieved over the past 3 years for each corporate performance measure. 5. Targets. Relevant. Pre-selected targets for each measure shall be selected during the corporate performance planning stage, and assessors will assess if these targets are consistently achieved in line with the workforce strategy and corporate goals. Based on previous Taqdeer award cycles, companies achieving higher star ratings typically invested more effort and obtained better scores in the Criteria 3 results section. After assessors agree on the company's final consensus assessment score, it will automatically be converted into relevant stars based on the new Taqdeer 7-star rating system. The Taqdeer Award operates on a score and merit-based star rating system, therefore, there is no specific number of winners in each star category. The number of winners will be determined based on the scores achieved by each participating company. Companies scored between 200–299 points will be recognized as 1 star, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as reaching the basic awareness level. Companies scored between 300 and 399 points will be recognized as 2 stars, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as needs compliance level. Companies scored between 400 and 499 points will be recognized as 3 stars, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as operational compliance level. Companies scored between 500 to 599 points will be recognized as 4 stars, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as meeting expectations level. Companies that scored between 600 to 699 points will be recognized as 5 stars, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as exceeding expectations. Companies scored between 700 to 799 points will be recognized as 6 stars, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as national aspirations level. Finally, companies scored between 800 and more points will be recognized as having 7 stars, the highest level, and the company's workforce care performance will be recognized as having a global aspirations level. We are looking forward to welcoming the participating companies to strive for the highest stars in the Taqdeer Award. Taqdeer Award assessment is carried out by a team of professional assessors based on the following 3 main sources of data: the company submission document, supporting evidence, and site visit interaction with the participating company management and criteria owners. Those data and information will be scored in the awards scorebook designed based on the award framework, criteria, and criteria elements. The site visit methods. As mentioned earlier in the award assessment process, the assessment team will conduct site visits using face-to-face, virtual, or hybrid methods to discuss and verify pre-identified site visit issues from the desktop assessment. The site visit scope typically includes meetings with the leadership and management team, as well as criteria owners from various departments, usually held in the morning. Around midday, assessors will visit operational or project sites, followed by the workforce accommodations or labor camps. This involves conducting group or individual interviews or focus groups with randomly selected workforce representatives. The team leaders will share the detailed site visit schedule with the company representatives through the award office about a week before the visit. Taqdeer Award Virtual Site Visit. Post-COVID-19, virtual site visits are gaining popularity, especially when the assessor's team is based outside the participating company's city or requires extensive travel time between the head office and other operational or accommodation sites. While the scope and coverage resemble physical site visits, virtual ones require additional arrangements by the participants and coordination between the assessment team and the award office. Participating companies can organize virtual site visits using popular tools like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or WebEx, etc. The roles and tasks of award applicant companies. To successfully conduct virtual site visits, what key roles and responsibilities are expected of Taqdeer Award applicant companies? Confirm the site visit date from options proposed by the assessor's team. Ensure that an authorized company representative is available for effective coordination and communication with the Taqdeer Award office and the assessor's team. Schedule the site visit meetings with selected virtual meeting software such as Zoom, MS Teams, or others, and send meeting invitations to the Taqdeer Award office and assessor's team based on the agreed site visit schedule and agenda. Ensure that the management team and relevant criteria owners are available during site visit meetings to interact effectively with assessors via group virtual meetings. Ensure that award supporting documents, evidence, and any additional information or documents requested by the award office are available and ready for presentation to assessors during the Taqdeer Award site visit. Nominate representatives from relevant company sites who will conduct interactive virtual tours for the assessor's team via Zoom or team meetings. Ensure a smooth virtual connection via fast internet and smart devices for authorized or nominated representatives on all relevant sites, such as the head office, labor camp, factory, operation, project, or training sites during the site visit. Based on the desktop assessment and site visit findings, assessors will complete the Taqdeer assessment form. In this online form, they will input key strengths, areas for improvement, and site visit issues, along with their assigned performance level and scores. One of the most valuable benefits of the Taqdeer Award is the Independent Professional Assessment Feedback Report. This report, developed by independent award assessment teams, provides professional feedback that highlights scores achieved, key strengths, and areas for improvement in each Taqdeer subcriterion. This feedback can assist participating companies in enhancing their policies, systems, practices, and workforce relations. Award Ceremony. After the completion of the award assessment and approval by the judging committee of the final scores and star ratings, award winners will be announced and celebrated during the official Taqdeer Awards ceremony. With extensive media coverage, the ceremony is a major event attended by the heads of government departments, VIP guests, as well as local, regional, and international dignitaries with a focus on workforce relations and well-being. Winners will receive an award trophy specifying the number of stars awarded, recognizing their level of excellence achieved in workforce welfare. While not every participating company will receive a trophy on the stage, a certificate of appreciation will be issued for each participating company. Certificates of recognition will also be issued to individual workers, engineers, and supervisors nominated by the winning companies. Nominated distinguished workers may receive additional rewards, such as free air tickets, additional paid leave, an extra month's wage, gifts, and cash prizes. Some of the award ceremony events have been conducted in both physical and virtual modes. The live virtual awards ceremony will be attended by company representatives, staff, and assessors who cannot travel to the physical event. This concludes the Taqdeer Award Assessment and Reporting, which marks the final session of the Taqdeer Awareness Training video. We trust you found the Taqdeer Award video session enjoyable. For any further assistance on how to participate in the current cycle of the Taqdeer Award, please visit taqdeeraward.ae or contact the award office. Have a wonderful day.